There was once a shipbuilder tasked with constructing a vessel to cross uncharted waters. At first, the shipbuilder dives straight into the work, cutting wood, hammering sails, driven by the urgency to get started, by the desire to get work done as fast as possible. But soon, problems arise. There were gaps in the hull of the ship, the sails were misaligned, and the rudder doesn't steer. Every attempt to fix one issue led to another issue. Frustrated, the shipbuilder paused, took his notebook. He sketched the ship, noting its flaws and the improvements needed. He writes down the dimensions, the materials, how to align the sails for maximum efficiency. As he reflects on his progress and plans ahead, clarity emerges. With each note and sketch, the ship takes better shape. The once flawed vessel becomes a masterpiece, capable of withstanding any storm and navigating the unknown. First, you may think how stupid that shipbuilder was, jumping straight into the action without first creating a plan. But I want you for a second to pause and reflect on yourself. When you wake up each morning, do you create a plan for your day? Or do you just jump straight into action, just like the shipbuilder did in the first place? When you wake up, do you write down on a piece of paper what you need to do for the day, what you shouldn't do for the day, how you should do the different type of things that you're going to do, the way that you achieve them? Probably not. Then why do you expect to achieve the results that you desire without having a plan first? This video is about a single habit that doesn't require any money, any tools, any experience, but it's gonna change your life. At least it did for me. All it requires is a pen and a notebook. Today I want to talk to you about journaling and how it has changed my life for the better. You see, many of us live our lives day to day being stuck in this sort of mundane action, this grind. Wake up, get dressed, wash your teeth, have a shower, go to school or go to university or go to work, whatever it is you're in life. And then you finish that, you go work out or you go hang out with your friends or you go to shop for groceries, cook a meal, eat, watch the news, watch a movie, go to sleep, done. Then it's the same for the next day. And we go through the motions on sort of autopilot mode in our brains, where we are operating but not at maximum efficiency. I want you to understand that journaling, you may have the wrong notion about this, many people do.
Hey, what you writing on?
My journal. Write my thoughts in it every day.
It's not about noting everything that happened in your day. It's about self-reflection, understanding what you're doing, where you're going, how you're going there, what's holding you back from going to the place that you want in your life. It's like holding a mirror to your entire life.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
Well, technically you're not a king.
You see the good, you see the bad, the potential for growth and the pitfalls that stop you from growing. But more than that, it's a tool to design your life. When you write, you connect to your thoughts on a deeper level. You uncover patterns. You create a roadmap to your goals. There's a lot of misconceptions about journaling, so if you're new, here is where I would suggest you start. Just sit down, open a notebook. I would suggest you get one that you like the style of, that has a nice leather cover, has nice quality pages. So where you're using it, you at least enjoy the quality of the product. Get a nice notebook. You sit down and you write down, well, what went well today? Why did it go well? How can I improve it so it goes even better in the future? Then you write down, what's one step I can take today towards my long-term goals? You should establish your long-term goals as well if you don't have one. Write down the next 5 years I want to be. Write down the location. Write down the type of apartment or house or penthouse or mansion you want to be in. In my driveway is parked. Then write down the exact car, model and year that you want to have. In exactly 5 years, I will be in a penthouse in Miami. There will be a Porsche 911 parked in my driveway. I'll get dressed in my Louis Vuitton suit. I'll wake up next to the name of your partner. After I wake up, I'll go and have a run on the beach in Miami. Then I'll go and I'll work on, then you mention what you want to work in your life on. Is it going to be your own business? Are you going to be an employee somewhere? Are you going to be an entrepreneur? Are you going to be a YouTuber? Are you going to be a writer, a doctor? Write down everything for the next 5 years, where you want to be at, who you want to be, who you want to be with. Make it as clear and as concise as possible. Every single detail that you add adds clarity to your vision. You cannot build a ship if you don't have the plans for the ship. And you can go ahead in life and achieve the goals that you want if you haven't written them down clearly on a piece of paper. When you write down your thoughts, black on white, ink on paper, they become clearer. They manifest into reality. Now they're physical. They're not just thoughts in your head. Now they have a physical grip on reality by that ink on that paper. Write down what challenge you're facing that's currently keeping you from progressing on to the next level of your journey. It could be a really hard exam. It could be that you're lacking the skills for that improvement in the job that you're searching for. It could be anything. It could be that you're being too lazy to work out or to stick to a diet in order to achieve the body that you want. Write it down, then brainstorm and write down 10 ways that you can deal with that problem. And don't let go of the paper. You sit on that paper, you're holding that pen, thinking, until you write down at least 10 ways you can deal with that problem. If you believe that your problem is unsolvable or that it cannot be solved at your current level, that's not true. If you sit down long enough with that pen in your hand, looking at that empty white paper, the solution is going to come to you out of the universe. It's going to enter your mind and you'll have the vision to beat your challenge. Start small. Write for 5 to 10 minutes each morning when you wake up. Write down something that you're grateful for in order to start your day with gratitude and happiness in your heart. Don't strive for perfection. When you miss a few days, don't beat yourself over it. Just continue on the next day. It's about progress, not perfection. Journaling won't only help you solve your problems by coming up with solutions. It's also where creativity thrives. When you write, you clear mental clutter and open the door to original ideas. Many of my best insights have come from simply putting pen to paper and letting my imagination go. The idea for this YouTube channel was born that way. Here's a really nice exercise that you can do when you're journaling. Imagine that you've made all the money in the world. You have millions at your disposal. You've traveled the entire world. You've bought the expensive cars. You've went to the elite parties. You've bought the finest jewelry and clothes that are possible. You've already lived through all of that in your 20s, let's say. And now you're in your 30s. You're done with partying. You're done with consumerism, with buying expensive stuff. You're done with all of that. What are you going to do now with your life? What's left? Let's say you have infinite resources, but you still have to wake up and do something in your day-to-day. What is it going to be? Use your stream of consciousness. Just write everything that comes to your head. Your journal is your safe space. Nobody will read it. Nobody will critique it. You can write down whatever you want. So just let yourself be yourself. Be authentic in your journaling. That's going to give you vision and it's going to give you clarity. And you cannot progress towards your goal without having it in your vision and in clarity. So here's my challenge to you. Immediately after you click off this video, grab a notebook, grab a pen, sit down on your desk, write for just 5 minutes. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do tomorrow better? Write it down. Or what's holding me back and how can I overcome it? Just those 2 questions could change your life. If you ask yourself these questions consistently, day after day, and you actually act on solutions that you write down that come to you, because you can write down what's stopping you from progressing in your life. Then you can write down 10 solutions. But if you don't act on any of these solutions, then you're just wasting your time. So yes, journaling will give you clarity and it will give you an idea of what you can do, but it's up to you entirely to do those actions that you write down. You don't have to be a writer. You don't need fancy tools or pens. All you need is the courage to reflect on yourself and the willingness to start. Remember, the shipbuilder doesn't build a masterpiece by chance. It's through planning, reflection, and refining. And I think that's what journaling can do for you, because it did it for me. Let the pen be your tool, the paper your canvas. Start journaling and watch how it transforms your life. My friend, if you enjoyed this video, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. The channel is new. It's going to help me out a ton. If you're interested in more, I have a website full of guides just as like this one. I have a long PDF with detailed prompts or questions that you can use in your journaling when you're starting out and you're not sure how exactly to do it. Drop a comment saying boss, for example, just the word boss. and I'm gonna send you my guide. Thank you for watching this video and hopefully it helps you out.